guys? Ryan Greenspan here, coming at you with a couple new ideas for you. Today what I'm going to talk about is just some do-it-yourself at-home builds. Basically you're going to be making some targets from scratch so that you can go do some running and shooting, some snap shooting. It's a pretty fun thing to do. It's really easy, and you know, it'll take up some time during the week when you're sitting around being bored with all the other stuff that I've been teaching you. So what I did was I went to the hardware store, picked up a couple 2x4s. I got them in 4 feet, 3 feet, and 2 feet sizes, so that way it gives you a variety. Maybe you want to put some guys in the back center that are kind of like stand-ups or on their knees, some snake guys. You definitely want to vary up the sizes and the direction that you're going to be shooting. Then I got a couple of lids for the buckets, some pie tins. These are going to be your targets. You just drill these things straight on with the drill gun that you have there. And then the other ingredient to this whole thing are some 5-gallon buckets and this concrete right here. So basically the concrete's going to be your base to stick these things in. Just let them dry. The good thing about that is it makes it so you guys can move them around really easily. You're going to be able to take these things and kind of place them wherever you want. It really beats out the whole old-fashioned thing that you guys use. Maybe people use paint boxes, which are good because they're right there, but then they disintegrate. The field owner never really likes that. Some people use cones, which are also really good. They get all dirty and messy. These are just something fun. They're really sturdy. They last a long time. You can just hose it off real quick and boom, kind of place it wherever you want. Also, again, like I said, it gives you that variety because you can get a 2x4 in any size you want, really. So you can kind of change it up and place it anywhere you want. So, and if you guys want to get creative, if you have an old pair of goggles that you really don't like these ones I found in the garage, or if you have a loader, you can kind of make it a more lifelike, real life, you know, something by just sticking a pair of goggles on there and shooting those things up. Again, your possibilities are very, very limitless. And you know, I went to the hardware store to get all this stuff, and it ends up being about $10 per target. Again, this is going to last you guys a long time. If you want, you can kind of go in the back of a warehouse or something like that. Or if you have some boards laying around at home, you can go and grab those things and just stick those things in some dirt or cement. But I use cement again because it's a lot more sturdy. It's going to last a lot longer. So let's get to the build here. So I got my 5 buckets, and I'm just going to fill them up equally with the cement, and then chuck some water in there, and then we're going to sit our posts in. So let's just go ahead and dump a little bit in each one of these bags. That was easy enough. Again, it's cement, you know. You don't really need a whole lot in each one. The more you have, the sturdier it's going to be. Next thing you do, chuck your water on. So now you got your water. Chuck some of this in there. So you have your water in. Just go ahead and grab one of the posts that you're going to use. Start mixing. So now that you have all the boards in place, sitting in there straight up and down, you have your cement in there, it's drying. What you want to do is to keep them from kind of falling over in that period before the cement actually dries. Put a couple counterweights in there. I just went ahead and used some old weights or something like that, a couple extra pieces of wood. And then, you know, the cement just has to dry, so just give it some time. Maybe go in, watch some TV, watch another one of the YouTube videos that I put up. Maybe your favorite paintball video, go get a snack, I don't know. Do that and then come back out and check on everything. Then once that happens, we'll go ahead and take all the weights off, move the buckets around, and we'll put our targets up here. All right, so the first step that you're gonna do is just make sure the concrete's dry. Just give it a shake. You can kind of look in there. When it turns into that gray color, kind of like the sidewalk, that's basically, it says that it's dry. Maybe lift it up a little bit. You don't want to put too much concrete in there to where you can't lift it up with one arm, okay? Because you want to make these things easily movable. That's the big key. Now, what you're going to do is grab a couple wood screws, like this. Grab a target, and just chuck it right there. And bingo. you got your target. So I usually put 2 screws in there, that way it doesn't slip around at all. Make sure when you guys are screwing these things together that you don't have screws that are longer than the piece of wood, okay? So just in case you have your hand back there, you don't want to bang into anything that's sticking out of the back of the piece of wood. So you can use like 3/4 inch screws, that'll work. Just make sure, like I said, that you don't want them poking out the back. And there you go, you got a sturdy little target for yourself. So here it is, 5 targets all set up, different shapes, different sizes. They make different noises. We got a rectangle, a circle, and then an old pair of goggles that I chucked up there. So these things are really easily movable, and you know, you can kind of set them up wherever you want. I'd put these ones maybe in the snake. These guys would be in the back center. These are good for snap shooting. Like I said, go out there, have some fun with it. One other thing, you know, guys, don't forget your sponsors. If you want, get a little decoration on there. Like I said, you guys, have some fun with it.
But I can't quit, can't. But again, I like it relaxed. And I right to the ride, it's exact. And make you bounce it right back. Get a beat, boom, and a clack. And I reach for the stars and attack. The street car ride, the track. With a jet black vest and a phone tap. But a phone check showed that they know now. And they got me zoned at my own style. Got my voice and I hope to drown out. But I pound out sound till it's down to the count. But I count them around on my route. And then we circle the wagon force. It's harder than lions roars. My music could crack or but we can ride.